Alright, so I guess Lancey Foux is starting to change his name pretty soon. And I kind of feel like he's changing his name just because of the whole super big trend that's going on, the whole Lancey thing that's just going viral on TikTok right now. So I think that's partly a reason why Lancey Foux says he's going to change his name soon. Let's just read this Twitter post. Lancey Foux says, readings and leads this weekend. Nighttime will be my last performance as Lancey Foux. Hope you can make it. So just kind of reading that just kind of reminds me of him just trying to pull the weekend. Because if you look really close, he said reading and leads this weekend. So he's obviously kind of, complimenting the weekend because the weekend is actually changing his name to his actual name, Abel. And I think the weekend is just super tired of just being super famous and playing the character of the weekend because I think Abel as a person is much different than the character of the weekend. Abel is just like his own persona. He doesn't have to try to play the character of the super sad boy that does like a lot of drugs and stuff like that, kind of like the weekend. And he also had like a whole acting role with what was that movie called? The show. Oh, the show was called The Idol, and he starred as kind of the bad guy, kind of the villain in the whole show, and it was just like a polar opposite of Abel himself as him personally. Maybe it was a little bit like The Weeknd, but obviously it wasn't because if you look at the whole storyline of the show, he's kind of like the manager trying to take control of a pop star and ends up hooking up with a pop star. And a lot of people said the show was absolutely trash, but a lot of it was just actually the critics just making a fuss for no reason because I think the show The Idol was a really, really good show in my opinion. Like 10 out of 10. I mean, maybe not 10 out of 10, but maybe like 7 to 8 out of 10. It was just really cool seeing like the background life of like a superstar, even though it was like a fictional story, if you know what I mean. But anyways, I think Lancey Foux is just kind of playing off of that. Like maybe he's gonna use his actual name, like Lancey. Like I don't know his actual name, but like he's just gonna change his name. And my prediction originally was he's just gonna change it to Lancey and Lancey because of the whole TikTok trend of his song Lancey and Lancey off his project. What was the project called? Let's just take a quick look. Yeah, as you see right here, Lancer Lancey is already at 8.6 million views, and it's such a good song too. It's very catchy, and I'm kind of surprised the song didn't really go up at the time. And yeah, the project is called Life in Hell. This is a pretty good project. Like the song Did It Again was pretty good. Track number 3, World on Fire, was good. Sun Moon was good. I like Colors. Girls and Guns, pretty cool. Overall, it was a pretty solid project. I wasn't the biggest fan of Lancey singing the whole project. Like, he was singing for most of it, and there's some songs that were kind of acoustic sounding. Not quite to the point of acoustic, but like very thin layered. Not as heavily raged as a lot of people know Lancey Foux. Lancey Foux for. That was kind of a tongue twister. But let's just kind of just check out some of Lancey's old projects like Live Evil, really good project. Like that project compared to Life in Hell was just a lot heavier production wise, and I actually liked it quite a bit better. You got tracks like Live Evil, the intro you got Respect, Out of My Mind featuring Little Yachty was really good. Like just the whole instrumental with the beat kind of layered back and Lancey singing like out of my mind, out of my mind, like at the beginning before it drops in, it was super hard. And then obviously Little Yachty absolutely killed it. And speaking of Little Yachty has just been on a crazy tear recently. Like he's just been literally on fire, you know, super on fire. Um, Berserk was pretty cool. I know was good. 25 Wag 3 Dope 2 was good. I like that one a lot. And then Big Swag was an underrated one. I remember he dropped this as a single at one point, you know? And this featured 24K Golden. It was a pretty good track. You know what I mean? But anyways, back to this. Lancey Foux is changing his name, and I'm very curious. And I definitely think it's going to be Lancey or Lancey, just to really get the hype going. Because on TikTok, he actually changed his name to Lancey or Lancey. And maybe that'll just be easier for people to search up, because he's already kind of making a song about himself. So it's like, why not just name myself an artist as Lancey or Lancey? I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's to stay with Lancey Foux, because Lancey Foux is a fire name. But on other news about Lancey Foux, he officially reveals BACK2DATRAP is officially dropping on September 8th. And just hearing that title alone, BACK2DATRAP, just gets me excited, because I just want to hear Lancey over those rage trap production, because I just like that sound better than him singing. And sure, I did enjoy him singing on, let's just go to this project. What is this project called? Lancey Foux. There's this project where he had like a song called I Know, and he sounded like Michael Jackson. Let's just go here. First Degree. First Degree was one of the first albums that really got me into the rage genre of rap music. I remember like sitting on my bed and being like, yo, this is like super fire. This is like hard. Like the song Don't Talk, super good. Bass was good. Bipolar Bag, straight up Michael Jackson vibes. One thing I didn't really like about it was just like the way they mixed the project. It sounded like he was rapping over MP3s, especially when you were like listening in the headphones. Like you could tell like the instrumental wasn't fully compressed. You couldn't really hear the full stems and everything, you know? But let's just go back to Lancey officially dropping BACK2DATRAP. So this is the track list of it, and obviously this is the cover. Pretty dope cover in my opinion. So let's just go over the track list. The first track is Yes You Are. Second track is ADHD. And ADHD, I know this one's just gonna be heavy, like heavy rage, Lancey Foux. Track number 3 is featuring Sexy Red, and Sexy Red's just on fire right now. I was pleasantly surprised how good Sexy Red and Lancey Foux' chemistry was on this track. Like it was some good chemistry. Like I was surprised. Like Sexy Red's just taking over. The next one is a couple GTs. That one goes hard. Well, it's probably gonna go hard. Next one is World Boss Flow. So there's probably gonna be some cool pockets on that. And then Girls. Maybe some Motley Crue inspiration. Probably not, but that'd be cool. Next is Go Trap. I hope that one's good. Next is Do You Pose. Next is Mob Boss. Next is Roll De Niro. I think that's a famous soccer player. I could be wrong. Next is Touchdown, and last is Last Breath. Oh, so my bad. This is actually the cover art. This cover, it's way harder. I think this cover is gonna go hard. Like some people in the comments are saying, cover art is horrible, but I think it's dope. I think it's a dope looking cover. I definitely like the cover a lot. But yeah, Lancey is officially changing his name, and he's dropping his brand new project, BACK2DATRAP. So let's just see how this sounds. I think it's gonna be pretty fire. Lancey definitely has some momentum right now, so I think it's gonna go over well with the fans, and especially with the song Lancey or Lancey getting a lot of streams. So I think you'll have some decent momentum going into this. I don't see the project selling over 10K, maybe 4 to 5K first week. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a dope project. Let me know what you guys think though.